Before we get started with the installation, I just wanted to point out a couple of key points to make sure everything works the way that it should for you. The rod end of the strut needs to be mounted to the pillar bracket back here. The thicker cylinder end needs to be mounted to the door bracket. There are 3 holes that you can choose from to mount the ball stud to allow the door to open wider or narrower. You can choose that as you install, and that can be changed later. The hole in the front of the door bracket is actually a little bit lower in relation to the mounting hole on the rear. So you'll note that as you install and as you place the template on there and drill the holes. The mounting holes for the ball stud need to be towards the front of the door, and this thinner part towards the rear or hinge of the door. The front and rear brackets and hardware are all the same except for the door bracket. The door bracket on the rear doors has 2 mounting holes for the ball stud to choose from and is universal left and right. The strut needs to be mounted the same in the rear with the thicker cylinder end to the door and the thinner rod end to the pillar bracket. If you do have to remove the strut from the ball, just take a pick or something similar like a very sharp screwdriver, small screwdriver, and just insert it underneath the C-clip on the end of the strut, and then pull the coupler off of the ball. You don't have to remove that steel C-clip out of there, and don't stick anything in these slots that the C-clip goes into on either side. These tabs can break. The tools needed for installation are pretty basic tools. The hardware kits for the front door and the rear door are about the same. The rear door comes with 2 long mounting bolts for the door bracket, and the front kit comes with a longer and a shorter mounting bolt. It's very important that the long bolt goes to the rear of the door bracket and the shorter bolt goes to the front lower hole on the door bracket. The templates are marked front driver, front passenger, and if you have the 4-door, rear driver, rear passenger. The pillar brackets are specific to driver and passenger, but for front and rear they are the same. First, I have my window rolled down to avoid damaging the glass during installation. And now we're going to remove the rubber strap by sliding the slotted end of the strap off the mounting bolt back here. And then we're going to remove this bolt from the door. Reinstall the original bolt in the door and tighten that up fully. And now we're going to remove the other mounting bolt. This nut will be reused. The bolt and spacer you can discard. Now we can remove the seatbelt. This small bracket that the rubber strap is mounted to won't be reused. Now I've installed one of the ball studs onto the pillar bracket, and with one of the shorter bolts included in the hardware kit, you're going to install it into the small mounting hole on the bracket and then through the small hole on the tab the seatbelt mounts to. You're going to reuse the nut you just removed, and as you tighten this fully, just make sure these holes are lined up so you can get the seatbelt bolt through there. Before reinstalling the seatbelt, take the thick spacer provided in the hardware kit, install it onto the bolt, and then put it through the hole on the bracket and reinstall the seatbelt. Now you're done with the pillar bracket, we're going to move on to the door bracket. So if you haven't already, make sure you roll down the window to avoid damaging the glass during installation. And then next we're going to remove the weather stripping just by pulling it out and move it all the way back to this corner here down to the door latch. That's going to give you access to these T25 bolts or screws. They're going to be 5 of them that you need to remove. After those 5 screws are removed, that allows the outer panel to be separated from the door, and it might be helpful to stick a rag or something soft between the plastic and wedge it in there just to give you some space, because you'll need to get into this space to mount the door bracket. Now take your template, fold it in this direction. This slot is going to line up with this notch that one of the screws was mounted in at the top of the door. Now that the template is placed, note that the forward mounting hole is actually lower than the rear mounting hole. That's because the steel inner frame in relation to the plastic actually tapers down inside the door. So we're trying to hit the center of that steel inner frame. Now when you drill the 1/4 inch hole, you can either mark these holes and remove the template or just drill right through the template. I choose to mark the holes. And then just remove the template. As you're drilling the holes, just know there's about a 1/2 inch of space between the plastic and the steel inner frame. Now, as I said before, make sure that you put the longer mounting bolt to the rear of the bracket and the shorter one to the front. And then just slide both bolts through the door and the frame. Place one of the washers and nuts on each bolt, finger tight. And then you can fully tighten both mounting bolts. Once those are tight, remove that rag from between the door panels. And mesh the door panels back together and reinstall the screws, the T25 screws into the door frame. And then replace the weather stripping. And now you're going to install the rod end of the strut to the pillar bracket ball stud. You're going to know you have the correct one by the orientation of the sticker that's on there. You should be able to read it, and this coupler will be facing up. Once that's connected, hold the door in place, line it up with one of the mounting holes, and decide how far you want the door to open. And then once you've decided, just install a ball stud in the hole that you've chosen. Make sure the ball stud points down. We're going to go to the widest setting this time. Once that ball stud is tight, just line up the strut with the ball stud and snap it into place. Now that everything's in place, just close the door, let the strut open. Some doors have some bounce. As we know, all of these doors operate differently. Now repeat on the other side. Installation on the rear door is very similar to the front. The rubber strap is mounted in a different location, but you're still going to remove it the same way. You're going to keep the 10mm nut off of the rear mount, and you're going to replace this bolt back into the door once the rubber strap is gone. And now you can remove the seat belt. And now I've pre-installed the ball stud onto the pillar bracket. I'm going to take one of the short bolts in the hardware kit and insert it from the rear of the bracket through the small mounting hole, and then through the tab on the machine, and secure with the nut kit that came from the rubber strap above. As you fully tighten that bolt and nut, just make sure that the two large holes on the bracket and the tab align. And now, before reinstalling the seatbelt, install our spacer onto the bolt, and then fully tighten. And now to install the door bracket, pull the weather stripping out from the door latch to the rear corner. Then there are only 3 T25 bolts or screws to remove. Once those 3 screws are removed, you're going to be able to separate the outer panel from the door, and then using something soft again like this rag, just wedge it in between the 2 panels to give yourself some space. And now fold your rear driver template to the contours of the door, and this notch is going to line up with the notch where that screw was up here in the top of the door. Once that's taped down, these 2 holes are at the same level. One is not lower than the other, like on the front. We're going to mark these holes, or you can drill right through the template. I'm going to mark them. And then the template can be removed to drill your holes. Just like on the front door, there's space between the plastic and the steel inner frame. There's a little bit more space in here than the front doors. Install the black stainless steel mounting bolts into the door bracket and then into the door itself so they fully seat. And then place one stainless steel washer and stainless steel nylock nut onto each mounting bolt. Once each of those are started by hand, you can fully tighten them. After tightening up your mounting bolts, just check that your window closes smoothly. If you tighten these up too far, compress this weather stripping in, and then the window can bind a little bit as it closes. If that happens, just back off the bolts a little bit so they're still snug, but the window closes easily. Once the mounting bolts are fully tightened, you can remove the rag from between the panels. reinstall the T25 screws, the 3, and then reinstall the weather stripping. So now to install the strut, you're going to install the rod end on the pillar bracket, and then you're going to line up the strut, the other end of the strut, with whichever hole you want to mount the ball stud to determine how far the door opens. We're going to go with the widest setting. So install your ball stud with the ball pointing down. Now that the ball stud is tight, just line up the coupler and press it on to install the strut. Then try the door. Then repeat on the other side.